Welcome back to the Unimat SL1000 project. I did not show you the base that was built. This is the base. It holds clamps on tightly to the Unimat bed. But it has a slight problem. As you can see, it's a bit too low. Let me get that tail stock released and I'll just push it towards it. So not sure if you can see it from this side, but the tip is actually touching just the edge of it. It goes just under the tip, like, I don't know, a millimeter or two under. So we're lacking in total roughly 17 millimeters. How would we do that? Well, basically we have one option is we have to raise it, and the reason we have to raise it is to get it to concentricity, and the way to do that is to drill, tap, and make 2 extension bars which I've already milled flat. One is marked, the other is not marked, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, or at least how I would do that. So as luck would have it, I accidentally found 3 scavenged M3 nuts, although I've ordered from eBay M3 nuts with an Allen hex key. These would be situated, let me simulate the whole setup. So these would be situated like so, and as you can see, the bars don't extend over the base. Basically, once I trim this section 3 millimeters flat and connect all these, we're ready to go. It'll sit like that. I know it's off, and as I said, it has to be off to be centered with the lathe head. This way it would be centered with the main shaft over here, and that's not what we're after, is it? Glasses. I've marked the area. Hope this isn't focused. I've marked there where I need to drill, tap, and what I'll do is I'll run both these drilled 6 millimeters, and the base, which you can't see over here, sorry, will be drilled 5 and tapped 6. So we'll have the nuts running all the way through these and ending at the base over here, just like so. These have been marked, and while you don't normally want to move things from the mill once you're drilling, tapping, and so on, I don't really have that option with the Unimat because I had to raise the whole setup. And so once you raise it, because the bar behind it, the central shaft, is round, not flat, it's off center anyway, so I can just take these out. This is what took me, this is the reason the base took me 4.5 hours to make, which is ridiculous for 5 holes and 2 tapped holes. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put one on top of the other and clamp them hard like so. So they won't be able to move. So on the bench, on the vise like so, and clamp from the sides, they won't be able to move, and I'll be able to drill them centered, one against the other, which is something I should have done over here, because I have an offset. I think you can see it. I may one day make another base, just a section below, or make a whole new one. This is, as I said, as a trial. I eventually want to move to something ever so slightly bigger compared to this. Okay, just to give you a glimpse on the technical problems of running the Unimat as a mill, which is, as a mill, it's perfect. As a drill press, it's horrible because of concentricity issues. I'm going to drill, and not tap, but just drill 6 millimeter both pieces, which are held by this small vise and the mill's vise. And I've already centered it as far as I could, as best as I could. This hole is a bit off to this side, but given the tools I right now have, which means no wiggler and no edge finder, I'm stuck a bit. So I'm using whatever I can the best way I can. So here we go. We're starting with a 4mm drill bit. We'll have the 5mm drill bit and my 6mm drill bit at hand, because that's the types we're drilling. So we'll start. That's one. That's it. I did not bottom out. What I'll have to do is continue on blindly till I feel it get released. Now I don't know if you can see it, but I've marked the vise to make sure I won't get outside the rim of the area I can drill through the vise without hitting the vise. I don't want to hit the vise. Okay, so here we go. We're out. Okay, so I did this one. Now, without moving anything, I'll have to do the 5 and 6mm drill bits, but I can't get this one out, so I'll have to use my magnet, improvised magnet, to get it through the spindle. It'll have to be the same for the rest of the drill bits. There we go. And before I started, I made sure I can reach the bottom with a 4mm drill bit while still holding the shank nicely, and reach the bottom with a 6mm drill bit without being forced to hold the flute at the beginning as it starts high. It still holds the shank. So really in our tight clear here. Let me lock it again. And we'll do the 5. Again, we'll have to do it in steps all along the way.